In this video, we will be discussing the Design Tasks page. The objective of Design Tasks in SQM is to record the firm's tasks. Tasks are designed to document evidence that the actions required to implement the firm's policy responses were performed. Tasks can be found in the Design module. This page includes a table that contains network tasks and firm tasks. There are no mandatory tasks prescribed by the applicable quality management standards. Network tasks are those tasks that are prescribed by the firm's network firm, where the firm belongs to a network. The network firm will distribute the prescribed tasks, which are then imported in settings. The firm must then consider if the network tasks are relevant to them. Firm tasks are those tasks that are recorded by the firm and are in addition to the network tasks. Tasks included in the table can only be edited in draft status. If a task has already been signed off as prepared, the sign-off must be removed before the task can be edited. To edit a task already in the table, click on the Expand button to show the record of the task. Select the Edit button to open the task dialog. The content of the task is then edited as needed, and the changes saved by clicking on the Save button. Tasks can be deleted by expanding the task and selecting the Delete button. If a task has been signed off as prepared, the sign-off must be removed before the task can be deleted. Note that network tasks cannot be deleted. If the task does not apply to a firm, it will be marked as not relevant only. These tasks are therefore not carried forward in the firm's design of the system of quality management. Only tasks selected as relevant and signed off as prepared will be considered finalized and therefore included in the draft system of quality management and published when the firm approves and publishes the draft system of quality management. Every relevant task must therefore be signed off as prepared once finalized. The task dialog can be completed by either adding a new task or by editing a task from the list of tasks already included in the table. When completing a network task, some of the fields will be pre-populated and cannot be edited. The task dialog contains the following fields to be completed. Linked procedure responses, where the procedure responses addressed by the task are listed in this field. Title, which is the short title for this task. The title is visible in tables and when selecting items from libraries. It should therefore be concise but clearly indicate what the task is. ID, which is the unique identification number for this task. Type. No input is required in this field. The field is automatically completed based on the process that was followed to include the task. Relevant, where the user selects either yes or no. The default is yes to indicate that the task is relevant to the firm. Reason for not relevant. This field appears when the firm has indicated that the task is not relevant to the firm. It is a compulsory field. Include the wording of the task itself in the task field. The Form Details Complete block indicates whether the form has been designed in the form editor. No input is required in this field. If the block is ticked, then there is content in the form editor. If the block is unticked, it means that there is no content in the form editor, and the user must still design the input for the task in the form editor. The form editor provides the user with functionality to design a form. Users will complete this form when they are completing a task in SQM. For more information about the form editor, refer to the separate video with information on how to use the form editor. Applicable standards. Select the standard or standards that the task relates to. Where the firm has only selected one applicable standard, then no selection is required. Authoritative references can be included where relevant. Links, where documentation saved elsewhere can be linked to this task. Include any additional notes or comments in the note field. The Effective From field is an optional field and can be left blank if the task will become effective immediately on publishing it to the firm's system of quality management. When a task is only effective from a specific date in the future, that effective date is recorded in this field. The task can then be recorded and published before the effective date. The effective to field is an optional field and should be left blank if the task will remain in effect for the foreseeable future. When it is decided that a task will no longer be applicable from a specific date, the date on which the task will no longer apply to the firm's system of quality management is recorded in this field. The change can then be published to the firm's system of quality management in advance, and the task itself will be in operation until the sunset date is reached. Fields indicated with a red asterisk indicate fields that must be completed before the task can be saved. Fields indicated with a blue asterisk are not required to be completed before the task can be saved, but must be completed before the task can be signed off as prepared. When the relevant information has been recorded in the task, save the information in the dialog. Before continuing with the rest of the design of the firm's system of quality management, the firm should have considered each network task and indicated whether they are relevant or not, recorded any additional tasks that are required to address the firm's assessed quality risks, and to implement the firm's procedure responses. Finally, all relevant tasks should have been signed off as prepared. You now know how to complete the Design Tasks page. This page also contains the following features. Please continue watching for more on the features available on this page. SQM provides the user with various features when working with content in tables. These include group the content by columns, choose which columns to show, filter columns, search for values in columns, expand rows, sort content by columns, and resize columns. Note that customizations made on the view are not persistent, and the table returns to the default view when the page is refreshed. To export data in a dialog or on a page, select the Export All Data icon. A new Excel file will be downloaded to the Downloads folder, from where the user can use the file. Note that this exported file is not in a format that can be re-imported into SQM. To work on an Excel template where content can be imported into SQM, go to Settings, Import. To sign off an item indicating that it is prepared, reviewed, or that the responsibility is accepted, the user selects the Sign Off icon. The Sign Off icon will be replaced by the avatar of the user that signed off. A toast is also reflected at the bottom right corner. To remove the sign-off, select the avatar and click on Remove Sign-Off. The sign-off icon will reappear, and a toast at the bottom right corner will confirm that the sign-off has been removed. Links or URLs can be added to documentation saved elsewhere. URLs can either be to a document in the Caseware Cloud instance or to another location, such as the firm's SharePoint library. To add a link or URL to another document, select the option to add a new annotation. In the dialog, add the link to the field and a note for other users to understand what the document is. Click Save. The newly added link will be indicated by a link icon. Hover over the icon to see the URL and the note for that link. In predefined instances, more than one link can be added. This will be indicated by the Add a New Annotation icon located below the link icon. To add a new item, select the Quick Create icon. Select the item to be added from the drop-down menu. Only items relevant to your role and the module you are in will be displayed. A dialog will open for the newly created item. Complete the dialog and click on Save to save the item, or click on Close to discard and exit. Thank you for watching.